Welcome back to Vibe Vision, your ultimate destination for classic car stories, design deep dives, and automotive nostalgia. Today we're rolling back the clock to one of Ford's most iconic luxury cruisers, the 1965 Ford Thunderbird. A car that wasn't built for the racetrack but rather for the open road, comfort, and style. The Thunderbird represented something unique in American automotive culture. A perfect blend of elegance, power, and innovation that captured the spirit of the mid-60s like no other. Let's explore what made the 1965 Thunderbird so unforgettable, from its commanding exterior presence to its performance on the road, and finally a brief look inside this personal luxury legend. At first glance, the 1965 Ford Thunderbird makes a bold statement. It doesn't just look like a car, it looks like a statement piece on wheels. The design language of this fourth-generation T-Bird took a sharp turn away from the rounded lines of the early models and embraced a more formal, futuristic look. The long, low hood stretches out confidently, almost like it's reaching for the horizon, while the squared-off roofline adds a sense of authority and poise. There's something almost aircraft-inspired about its design, appropriate for an era fascinated by jet-age styling. The nose is dominated by a wide, sculpted grille flanked by hidden headlights, a brand-new feature for 1965 that gave the car a sleek, unbroken front profile when the lights were off. When they flipped open, it was pure drama, a feature that must have turned heads every time the driver switched. On the lights at night, the chrome detailing around the car adds just the right amount of flash, enough to accentuate its curves and edges without becoming excessive. The Thunderbird emblem, proudly perched on the front grille and again across the rear panel, signals prestige and identity. From the side, the car's proportions tell you everything you need to know about its purpose. It's long, low, and wide, a true American cruiser built for comfort and presence. The subtle character lines down the body emphasize its length, while the slightly flared fenders give it a muscular stance. The rear end is where the Thunderbird really shows off its design confidence. The taillight panel runs completely across the back, forming a continuous red band that lights up sequentially when the turn signals are activated. One of the coolest and most futuristic details of the time. It's a feature that people still talk about today, and it gives the T-Bird an unmistakable signature look when driving at night. Underneath that beautiful exterior lies a heart that's all about smooth, commanding performance. The 1965 Thunderbird was never intended to be a lightweight sports car. It was a luxury performance coupe that prioritized refinement and effortless power. Most models came equipped with a 390 cubic inch V8 engine, producing around 300 horsepower and 427 lb-ft of torque. This gave the T-Bird plenty of muscle to move its nearly 2-ton body with authority. Power delivery is smooth and confident rather than aggressive. Pressing the accelerator rewards you with a deep, throaty growl from the exhaust, a sound that's pure American V8. The 3-speed cruise-o-matic transmission shifts softly but decisively, reinforcing the car's luxurious nature. On the road, the Thunderbird glides rather than sprints. The suspension was tuned for comfort, absorbing bumps and imperfections with ease. It's the kind of car that invites you to relax into the drive and not rush it. Cruising down the highway at 70 miles per hour feels effortless, and the car remains stable and composed even over long stretches of road. Steering is power-assisted, light at low speeds and precise enough for highway cruising, though it's not meant for tight corners or twisty roads. The Thunderbird's performance is about poise, not performance numbers. It's the experience that counts. This was a car designed for drivers who wanted the best of both worlds, power and prestige. Braking performance was improved for 1965, with front disc brakes becoming available, a forward-thinking upgrade for the era. The handling, while not sporty by modern standards, feels confident and predictable. You can sense the car's weight, but it never feels clumsy. It's more of a grand tourer than a sports car, and that's exactly what Ford intended it to be. The Thunderbird's ride quality is unmatched for its time, floating over rough pavement with grace and composure. This combination of quiet power and road comfort defined what the Thunderbird brand stood for in the mid-60s, a personal, luxury coupe for those who valued refinement over raw performance. Step inside the 1965 Thunderbird, and you immediately understand why owners felt like they were piloting something special. The interior is pure mid-century luxury with a dash of space-age inspiration. The cockpit wraps around the driver, creating a sense of control and exclusivity. Every surface feels deliberate, from the sculpted dashboard to the center console that divides the cabin front to back. The four-seat layout gives each passenger their own space, emphasizing that this was not a family sedan, but a personal luxury car. The dashboard design stands out with its aircraft-like instrumentation, large round gauges housed in chrome bezels, and a swing-away steering wheel that slides aside when the car is in park, making it easier to get in and out. It's a small touch, but one that reflects Ford's attention to comfort and innovation. Controls are neatly laid out, and the chrome accents throughout the cabin add to the sense of sophistication. Soft vinyl upholstery, deep carpeting, and optional wood grain trim make the interior feel upscale, especially for its era. The front seats are wide and plush, offering excellent comfort for long drives, while the rear seats are surprisingly roomy for a coupe, with enough space for two adults to relax comfortably. Sound insulation is impressive for a car from the 1960s. At cruising speeds, the cabin remains quiet and serene, isolating passengers from road and wind noise. The Thunderbird wasn't just about transportation, it was about experience. You can imagine cruising down Route 66, radio humming softly, the car gliding effortlessly through the night. That's the kind of atmosphere the Thunderbird created. More than just a car, it was a lifestyle statement. The 1965 model year marked a turning point for the Thunderbird. It combined innovation with timeless styling, luxurious features, and dependable performance. It wasn't trying to compete with the Mustang or the Corvette. It was in its own category, appealing to drivers who wanted sophistication over sportiness. Every inch of the car reflected a design philosophy centered around comfort, prestige, and individuality. Even today, the 1965 Thunderbird stands as a symbol of mid-century American confidence. It's one of those cars that instantly transports you back to an era of optimism, chrome, and big dreams. Whether it's sitting at a car show gleaming under the sun or cruising smoothly down a quiet highway, the Thunderbird never fails to turn heads. It has a presence that few modern cars can match, a mix of class and charisma that feels genuinely timeless. So, what makes the 1965 Ford Thunderbird special? It's not just the styling or the power or even the comfort. It's the combination of all those things wrapped together in a package that feels both elegant and purposeful. It's a car that represents the peak of the personal luxury era, a time when driving was as much about enjoying the journey as reaching the destination. The 1965 Thunderbird remains a masterpiece of design and engineering, a car that defined an attitude, not just a generation. Thanks for watching Vibe Vision. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the legendary 1965 Ford Thunderbird, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another classic car feature. Let us know in the comments what car you'd like to see next. And until then, keep the vibe alive and keep your vision classic.